What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, look at this nice and beautiful Olympiad question we have here that we're going to be solving. And the question says x to the power of x is equal to 6. We are to look for the value of x. That means x to power x is equal to 6. I want you to pay attention to what we have on the left-hand side. Pay attention to the power. The power is a variable. Whenever we have a variable as power, it is good that we take the natural log of both sides. So let's take the natural log of both sides. I'm going to be taking the natural log of the left-hand side, which is x to the power of x. I will also be taking natural log of the right-hand side, which is 6. Are you saying that? Very good. Now, let's take our mind to the law of logarithm, which says that whenever I have a log of a number, let's say a, and this number is raised to a power of n, the law of logarithm says use the power, which is n, to multiply the log of the number. Are you seeing that? Very good. So let's apply this same principle here. I'm going to be using this power, which is x, to multiply the log of the number. So natural log of x. Are you seeing that? Cool. So this is equal to what I have on the right hand side, which is natural log of 6. Now pay attention to what I have on the left. I have x natural log of x. There is another way I can write this x in this form. So I can write this x as exponential natural log of x. Why? Because there is a property of exponential which says that whenever I have an exponential of a natural log of a value, the property says the value becomes the answer, which means the natural log and the exponential has to go away, leaving behind the number. So that means this exponential and the natural log goes away, leaving behind x. So this expression here and these expressions are the same. It is valid. Now I'm going to be writing the natural log of x equal to what I have on the right hand side, which is the natural log of 6. Now, watch what is going to happen. I'm going to be switching the position of the exponential of the natural log of s times the natural log of s. I'm going to be switching this by writing this one first, so natural log of x, before writing this other one, exponential of the natural log of x. So equal to natural log of 6. Now, watch carefully. This is where it gets interesting. Because what I'm seeing here, what is here is the same as what is here. I'm going to be applying what we call the Lambert W function. I believe we have heard of this function countless times. Well, if this is the first time you're hearing of this function, or maybe you have been hearing of this function but you don't know how to apply it, I'm going to be making this simple for you. So now let's go. Whenever I have a value, let's say a, multiplying an exponential function of a, I can apply the Lambert W function to this kind of expression as long as I have what I have here the same as what I have here. So when I apply the Lambert W function to what I have here, what am I going to get? I'm going to get a value a. Are you seeing that? Very good. So look at this. This is the reason why I said it is interesting, because what I have here is the same as what I have here, just as this expression. So because of that, I can apply the Lambert W function to this. But I can't just be applying it to one side of the equation. I'll be applying it to the both side of the equation. So let's do that real quick. So I'm going to be applying the Lambert W function to the left, natural log of x, exponential natural log of x. I'll also be applying it to the right hand side, w natural log of 6. Very good. Remember what we said? We said whenever we have the Lambert W function of this, the number remains. So the number here is this natural log of x. So it is going to remain. Are you seeing that? Very good. Equal to W of the natural log of 6. Now, look at what we have. I am looking for the value of x, but this is not just x. This is natural log of x. So what do I do to remove this natural log? Well, if you want to remove a natural log, you're going to be taking the base exponent of both sides. So I'm going to be taking the base exponential of the left-hand side. I'll also be taking the base exponential of the right-hand side. Are you seeing that? Very good. The base exponential can do away with this natural log. So leaving behind x equal to, now what I have on the right is the base exponential of w natural log of 6. And there you have it as our final answer. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.